everybody, Trevor here, and welcome back to another Top 5 video. If you recall my Top 5 favorite Thomas toy brands video that I've made a while back, you may remember that I put Ertl as my number 1 favorite candidate. And despite Ertl's final discontinuation in 2004, I still wish that the toy company made some more characters for the diecast metal range, so that's why I'm making a Top 5 video about it. For this list, I won't be including those that were originally planned but were cancelled, such as Mike the Miniature Engine, as well as the truck from the Cullifell Mountain Railway. This video is for my own ideas only, so without further ado, let's begin, shall we? Number 5 is Primrose the Bluebell Engine. To those of you who don't know, Primrose was Bluebell's twin sister on the real Bluebell Railway from the Railway series, and in real life. You may also know that Bluebell was made in Ertl diecast form and was originally going to look like her more accurate prototype model, but was suddenly changed at the last minute when Ertl decided to reuse Thomas's model instead, which in my opinion is very stupid of them to do. Seriously, I think her prototype model would have made her look much better than the final version. Sure, it wasn't perfect, but it would have made her look more accurate to the books than this. Now, the biggest difference between Bluebell and Primrose is that they each have a different number on each side of their caps. Bluebell is numbered 323, while Primrose was numbered 27. You know, if Ertl made Falcon as a cheap retexture of Sir Handel, I think they would have done the same thing with Primrose by reusing Bluebell's model. And those are the biggest reasons why Primrose deserves the number 5 spot. Number 4 are Tally Clint and Dalgok. In the Railway series lore, Tally Clint and Dalgok were Skarloey and Rheneas' respective twins, albeit without faces. They were also the real-life basis for both Skarloey and Rheneas respectively. You know what I think? I think these two would look cool in Ertl diecast form, whether with or without faces. And personally, while it would have been nice if they were given faces, but if Churro and Bluebell are faceless, then Ertl could do the same thing with these two. But that's just my opinion. Number 3 are Burton Rex the Miniature Engines. Mike, Jock, and Frank aren't the only ones from the Archdale Railway. We also have Burton Rex, who first appeared in the Small Railway Engines book from the late 1960s. If Mike's prototype model got made, then surely they would have reused that model for both Rex and Bert as well. By the way, Bert should not be confused with Iron Bert, who is Aries' twin brother from Season 5. Also, if you've watched my top 5 miniature engines video, then you'll learn that Rex was my number 1 favorite of the miniature engines because of his voice and personality provided by Tom Stewarton. Link will be provided in the description below if you want more information on it. Number 2. More human character figures. Yes, I'm talking characters like Miss Jenny Packard, the construction foreman, Jem Cole, the Vicar of Wellsworth, Farmer McColl, and many others. Unfortunately, the only ones we've gotten were Sir Topham Hatt, Lady Hatt, Dowager Hatt, Mrs. Kindly, a random porter, and Mr. Conductor. Seriously, I don't understand why Ertl didn't make the other well-known human characters in the TV series. I mean, I personally would like to see the other ones that I've just mentioned earlier. Fun fact, P.T. Boomer was originally announced for spring 2000, but under the name Pete Boom, but was dropped due to the character being cut from the finalized version of Tom's Magic Railroad. Such a shame, really. Before we get to my number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Stewart. He seriously would have been number 5 because, after all, Falcon was Sir Handel's old name, and I can understand why they made him instead of Stewart, who was Peter Sam's original name. Besides, it would be too expensive to make a new mold of Peter Sambo with his old-shaped funnel. Pip and Emma. They would have been number 3. The other Bluebell Railway engines. They would have been numbers 5 and 4. Wilfred. I was going to include him on this list, but he looks too similar to Caldy and Godred, which I guess explains why Ertl didn't make him in the first place. And the number 1 spot goes to the rest of the pack members, particularly those who appeared in Season 6. These include characters like Oliver the Excavator, Ned, Byron, Max, Isabella, and Kelly. And no, I'm not counting those who first appeared in the Pack miniseries since that came out in the mid-2000s. Speaking of which, the funny thing is, Max's twin Monty wasn't introduced until the Jack and the Pack spin-off series. It was never introduced in season 6. I wonder where Monty was during the events of Jack Jumps In and A Friend in Need. Another interesting idea is that Ertl could reuse Elizabeth's model for Isabella, but with some modifications here and there, particularly the flatbed portion of her replacing the dumper that Elizabeth had. Heck, I can also imagine Ertl making a Byron model but remodeling it from one of their bulldozer models just to make things cheaper and faster. But those are just ideas of mine. Now let me know in the comment section below which characters you would have liked to see in Ertl diecast form. Do you agree with my list, or do you have your own personal preference? This is Trevor Davis signing off, and I hope you all have a wonderful 4th of July weekend this year. If you're from America, that is.